So
Did you follow anything with the Sixers?
nah, I'm a Phoenix Suns fan. Son.
Oh, they're really good. I didn't know you had a Phoenix Suns tattoo.
Kevin Nash, man. Shaq. It's not Charles.
It's like it's Steve Nash.
We're talking about wrestling. It's like Kevin Nash. Steve Nash. My man. I got like 3 Steve Nash jerseys. You might say Kevin Nash. What an asshole.
Give me a countdown.
3. How they did in Wayne's World? All right, and 5, 4.
What's happening, everybody? This is episode number 3 of fuck. I was like, this is episode 2, and I was like, wait, he didn't release that. All right.
I actually might keep all this. It's hilarious.
All right, so try that again. Hello, everyone, and welcome to That's My Stupid Fucking Podcast. And this is episode number 3. I am Nick D. This is Tony C. I just got done watching him mouth fuck the microphone. And I give up.
That was perfect. I don't think you could ask for better than that, to be honest with you.
All right, the show's been introed. We're starting.
Intro number 17. That was perfect.
Yeah, take 75.
Episode 3. Yeah,
it is episode 3 of that's what is it?
That stupid fucking
podcast. That stupid fucking podcast.
It's feeling pretty stupid, isn't it?
Anyway, we have some fucking beer here to try.
Yeah, so Nick,
like we've already tried some more or some already.
Nick, yeah, you would think that, like, it's not legal to smoke weed yet in New Jersey until Thursday, but you think we were high as fuck right now.
Did you read that article?
Oh, I read the fuck out of it like 17 times. Okay. I'm ready Thursday.
Yeah, I had to make sure that tweet was real.
That's real,
Governor Murphy.
And
I am excited.
Steve.
You like how they did that after 420?
Yeah,
it's the day after.
I think they did that on purpose because we
when I saw that, I was like, this is fake because it was 421. I was like, this is fake article.
I think because everybody knows what 420 is. Yeah. I feel like they were like, if we do this on 420, number one, we're gonna look crazy,
and they'll be sold out.
And they're already worried about losing like the amount of weed they have. So, like,
the lines are gonna be insane.
I know. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna have to wait like a couple of weeks before I actually go in there because I feel like it's gonna be nuts. People have been waiting a long time for this.
I ain't got nothing to do some days,
so maybe I'll send you. Be like, yo, here's $100.
I'll just hang out.
Grab some gummies for me or something.
Hang out in the line.
So yeah, Nick, we're gonna taste this. Nick found this. Which is fucking hard to find. There's only one place in like 50 miles that actually carries this one and the other.
Yeah, it's usually one or the other.
Yeah,
so it's Stone Cold Steve Austin's lager. He has an IPA by the same name. It's Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA. This is the American lager.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna talk about a little bit about WrestleMania was just recently.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet looking can.
It's actually a pretty badass can.
I like the logo and all.
I like the raised lettering. That makes me feel like this beer is worth every penny.
Yeah,
unlike this bullshit.
I don't know, and that's Miller Lite.
Yeah, it's Miller Lite. I know. But
who the fuck is Jay Balvin?
I don't know who this guy is. If anybody knows who that is, let us know.
Jay.
We're gonna taste test this tonight.
Jay Brony.
And we're gonna talk a little bit about wrestling, past, present, maybe some things we would even like to see in the future. But I think I'm excited to try this because I'm a lager guy. I love Yingling and even PBR sometimes. And
yeah, I don't fuck with the IPA, so I never tried the IPA. I was strictly waiting. I was like, this guy has to come out with a lager, beer, whatever.
When I saw that he was coming out with the IPA, I was a little.
I was like, Dude, I've been watching you drink beer on TV for like 20 years.
Yeah,
And you come out with an IPA first?
It was a little weird, but apparently it's not like a normal IPA from what I've read. So
every IPA I've had tastes like ass water.
So hoppy. I'm not like a hoppy beer
it's like
person.
So bitter and fucking awful.
I'm not a fan of that, but a lager, I'm hoping this is good. I'm really excited to try it because it's one of my probably my favorite wrestlers. Definitely one of my favorite.
An absolute
top
legend.
5.
He's like
probably I would say he's number 1. Probably. I mean, Undertaker was definitely my.
He's like, even if you don't know wrestling, he's just like an icon of like, pop culture.
Pretty good actor.
Like, people know who he is. Probably never.
Even funny as hell.
Wrestling. You don't even. Like everyone knows who Stone Cold is.
Yeah. So, I'm excited to try this. It's gonna be cool, and you'll see we got a lot of great shit going on over here.
Yeah.
We got drinks for days. We're gonna get a little liquored up tonight. I even got some whiskey over here. So
Jesus Christ.
Let's
all right. Gonna crack open some happiness.
Try to get it on the mic. It smells good. What's that shit people do when they like they turn the volume up and then they do like whisper and they like crackle paper and like guys like jerk off and shit. It's weird. And like they'll open up cans and they'll like chew food in the microphone real close. They like turn the gain up on the microphone real loud and they like, and like people sit there and listen to it for like hours. That's called something. That's like a thing. It's like a fetish thing. It's like weird. But like bitches out there eating pizza, fucking making money off it, like eating pizza into a microphone. It's like the craziest shit I've ever seen.
That sounds fucking awful.
It's a fucking thing though. So we're gonna bookmark this for another episode. I'm gonna make him watch it and be like, yo, dude.
This sounds really awkward.
I know. I wish we had headphones on so you could hear what I'm trying to say. Like I would crank the volume. So what they do is they use like nice mics and they like crank the volume up and the room's super quiet. And they sit there and like eat food or like crinkle paper or like drop rice into a glass jar or something. Or like they'll open up cans or open bottles and shit.
Who the fuck wants to listen to someone?
Dude, I swear to God, there's millions of people making millions of dollars doing this shit. And it's mostly like women. So they'll just like sit there
like half naked eating a cheesesteak.
Sometimes
look like an Instagram model.
No, a lot of them don't. That's the crazier part. And they just sit there like this, eating food and shit. Like I bet you there's some guys getting off on this video right now of me going like making noises into this mic.
Probably know a few.
Bro. Probably.
So anyways, let's try this.
Yeah. let's just go right past that.
Yep. That was fucked.
You right? Wait, hold on. Cheers. We should have spilled it everywhere. It would have made more sense.
Yeah.
Not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
This feels more IPA type beer to me than a lager. Like it definitely has lagerness to it, like, but it's so it almost, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like a not so hoppy IPA mixed with a lager to me, honestly. Like that's kind of how I feel about it when I taste it. It's good.
I like it.
Yeah, I like if I was looking for something different, I would get a couple of these and keep it in the fridge and like just have it every night. Like I would definitely, like, again, everybody knows I'm a Yingling guy. The only reason I drink this is because of the can. The bottle is the best way to drink beer. Bottles? If this canned bottle, like the aluminum bottles with the wide mouth. Excuse me. Woo, a little gassy.
Yeah, we know.
We'll talk about that later.
Jesus Christ.
The only thing Miller Lite has done right is made this can. And I don't know if they have a trademark on it because the only other company that has it is Blue Moon, which is made by Miller. So this can is like the smoothest way to drink beer. That's not in like a glass, like from a fountain.
Yeah, I could see that.
But it made Miller Lite taste better to me.
I just
which
don't
is
know
crazy.
What the fuck
Yeah,
that
this is just this is new. This is only like a special edition.
I thought you had like some shady ass juice in your
I
refrigerator.
fucking wish I
Out.
did because
You're
it's
like,
probably
it's Miller, and I'm like,
probably
no,
better than Miller Lite. But yeah, so like
I think it's like a like I definitely get like a Yingling taste to it.
I feel like a Yingling base.
It kind of has like an IPA like feel. And
yeah,
I fucking hate IPAs.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of IPA. Like I will try them because I'm trying to find one that I like because everyone talks about them, and I just
what the fuck are you looking at?
I keep seeing something, dude. I'm telling you, I fucking keep seeing. Is my cat down here or some shit?
Fucking melon down here,
dude. I swear to God, I keep seeing.
It's because you shit yourself earlier and it formed a fucking species over there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the second or third time. I swear to God, I've seen something over there. Man, I'm just tired. I just had a rough day. I did have a rough day. But no. I dig it.
Yeah. I think it's it tastes like a Yingling kind of mixed with
something.
It's like a mild IPA kind of taste. I think it
Dare
might be
I
like if it's
say-
like a Yingling and a Miller had like a baby, like a beer baby.
So you're on the closer to a track I'm on right now. It's actually it kind of tastes like a Yingling lager or a lager beer of some sort mixed with like a Belgian ale, like a Blue Moon, like a Harvest Moon beer, like maybe not so much Heineken, but like something along the lines that has like more of a weedy taste, like a wheat beer.
Yeah.
Mixed with that, and that's kind of cool because that's different because it's not too much that taste and it's not too much the lager taste, and it's an interesting combination actually. So I'm a fan. I would definitely buy it. I definitely want to try the IPA though and see where he went with the IPA because I heard it's definitely not like a normal IPA.
I mean, I would be interested in trying it, but it just sucks. You can only get these in like 4-packs.
Yeah, all these special
Texas
fucking
specialty
beers are like that,
yeah,
man.
so,
4-packs. It's rare to find them in a 6-pack.
Like I saw on that website, like it was brokenskullbeer.com, and you can type it in there in your zip code or whatever. And
there's a bunch of crazy beers there too.
Yeah, it shows you who carries it, and it was like, oh, this place carries it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go there. So I went there, and there was literally only one 4-pack on the shelf.
Holy shit!
And I was like, well, I guess I'm buying it.
So Jersey people, this is available at the Buy Right Liquors next to the ShopRite in Mantua, and the Bobcat Liquors on 47, and the IPA is available at the wine fucking place over there by the old Kmart in Mantua by Sal's Pizza, and I think that's where IPA is at. The ShopRite Liquors in Sewell, Washington Township area, has both of them. I tried to go there the other day. It said they open at 9 o'clock. I got there at 9 o'clock. Fucking place doesn't open until 10 now. Pissed me the fuck off. I was trying to get it for this. So we had both of them. I was really trying. And
that's fine.
It was fucking raining. And I got pissed off. I was like, I'm not waiting a fucking hour. And I left. I was so mad that they changed their hours and didn't update the Google. But no, I dig it. I think it's really good. Kudos to you, Stone Cold Steve Austin, because he was like a part of this, like making it.
Oh yeah,
he was like a big part of it. It's like he doesn't just slap his label on shit. He's one of those people that like really tries.
Was like his brand now. He has a Broken Skull Ranch. He does, and that's where he does his podcast.
He's got a lot of car stuff like over there. Some cool shit in that ranch.
Yeah, he's got that, the podcast, and he was doing the it was the Broken Skull Challenge, I think it was called.
Mm-hmm.
It was like an obstacle course that he had set up, and fucking people were like killing themselves trying to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Like, that shit looked rough.
I would never make it.
I would have died. Especially because there was one part where they're carrying like almost a fucking tree trunk, like down a hill, up a hill.
Yeah, fuck that.
Let me see if I can a mile.
There you go.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool logo.
Yeah, I want to show you guys so you know what you're looking for. I don't know what the other one looks like, but
it's a taller can.
Yeah, it's like a tall boy. It's a little smaller than a tall boy.
It's almost.
It's It's probably about the size of this. What's this? 16 ounces. This is probably about 16 ounces. Yeah, this is a 16 ounce. This is 16.9. That's why it's a little bigger. Yeah, no, it's good. And we will get our hands on the IPA and try that. Maybe we'll do like an episode where we try a bunch of beers.
That'll be fucked up.
Like, just get, even if we don't finish them, like just take sips out of them and try them and shit. Like these we're gonna sit here and drink through the rest of the fucking thing. Plus, we got a couple other beers here.
Plus, I'm thirsty.
And we're drinking liquid death water. Fuck you, MGK. And
I didn't know that was a thing until 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think he
and you ruined it.
I think he like more recently bought into it. I could buy into it if I want to. They asked me. I'm drinking liquid death since like the day one.
It's water in a can.
I think Bert Kreischer is like part owner now too, or something. Somebody is. Somebody in that realm is.
Like it's water in a can.
But it's mountain
like water.
It's mountain water. It tastes like cleaner.
It tastes better.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't have like a chemical
like
taste
if you
to
had
it.
like a bottle water, any brand.
Yeah.
And then this.
So I actually
tastes better.
I prefer canned everything because number one, it tastes better. Number two, it's better for the environment, which contrary to popular belief, I actually like really do care about the environment. I like see where like shit's going, and I think about my kids' futures. You know what I mean? Like,
he really cares about the environment. I've seen him fucking trees.
You saw me fuck up some trees at my yards. All the trees are gone.
I saw some trees fucking up your house.
You ain't lying. And my fucking roofing company better get the fuck out here. My roof's all fucked up. Brand new roof. Well, that's for another day. So yeah.
Yeah, they're not getting a shout out.
Yeah, not at all. Not until they fix shit. So yeah, love the beer. Stone Cold, keep it going. Maybe I'll even try to like tag him in this.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe I'll make like a short video and try to like tag his ass in it and see if he put it on TikTok, see if he responds.
Does Stone Cold have a TikTok?
I think he does.
Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty sure he does. I mean, he's all over social media.
Stone Cold
You got to now, man. You got to be. Everybody's got to be on there, or somebody's got to be on there that could maybe like direct us in his way, and we'll just be like, "Love your fuck, yeah, look,
oh yeah,
love your goddamn beer, Stone Cold, and we love you."
He got a major fucking like ad deal. Can you stop?
I don't know what I'm seeing, man. I'm seeing something like.
Well, it's fucking me up because you're looking like over my shoulder, like someone's about to stab me.
Well, if they are, wouldn't you want me to be looking?
I don't know.
I got weapons over here.
At this point, just let it happen.
So yeah, WrestleMania was, when was WrestleMania? It was recent. It was like past week ago.
April 2nd and 3rd because now they're doing 2 nights.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that.
They're fucking rosters, so they got so many goddamn people, and now they're in like this thing where it's like we got to get everybody on the show.
Oh,
so they just start throwing shit together.
But yeah, I haven't seen it yet. You saw it, but I want to watch the Stone Cold match because I heard it was really good.
Yeah, I would say because they have night 1 and night 2. Night 1 was probably the best WrestleMania in like the last 10 years. Easy.
Jesus,
it was really good. Like, and you didn't know what to expect when you got to the main event, as they were calling it. It was a sit-down interview with Kevin Owens and Stone Cold. Stone Cold comes out with the ATV.
Yeah, I think I saw that. I saw like bits and pieces of random stuff,
and it was pretty awesome. He sits in the ring, and they're going back and forth. And Kevin Owens is, says, I tricked you into coming here. I didn't want to sit down. I don't want to talk. He's like, I wanted to fight. He challenges Austin to a fight, and he wants like a street fight, no rules, whatever kind of thing.
That's pretty badass.
Fucking Stone Cold does as usual, asking the crowd if they want to see it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The ref comes down, they square off, the bell rings, and people are like, holy fuck, we're about to watch Stone Cold have a match for the first time in it was 19 years.
And I heard he was good.
So you could tell, like, in the first couple minutes, he's still trying to find his footing because,
he's got fucked up knees. He's got
20
problems.
years later, he's 57. But after, like, there was one part where they're in the crowd and he takes a suplex onto the concrete. And everyone that knows Stone Cold's history always had the neck injury, the back, the knees. And it's like, well, 20 years have passed. Can't be any better.
Stone Cold.
When he got suplexed on that concrete, I was like sitting there like a 10-year-old kid again. And I'm like, is he okay? Like, I didn't think he was going to get up, and he
That's
got
crazy.
up, and like for that 25 minutes or whatever, it felt like it was 1998
That's pretty
again.
cool.
And Stone Cold got up, started whipping ass, didn't miss a beat. Then he had about he was drinking the damn. So that's what I was saying. He had a great ad during the match because you know how the guy always throws him the
Yeah.
fucking beers. He was throwing him the broken skull.
Was he?
So he was drinking while he was fighting. So like he would kick his ass, throw him into the fucking guardrail, and he'd be like, "Oh," and the guy would throw him beer, and he'd drink it, and then put it on the apron and start kicking the shit out of him again.
That's fucking funny. I have to check that. Man, I saw
someone did a tally, and he opened like 40 beers.
Jesus
During
Christ.
that match, and then in the
How much that
post-match
cost?
celebration, I was like, "Yeah, he was hammered."
Yeah. Fucking
And he was driving. He drove the ATV up the ramps. There's a little.
He's a hillbilly, man. He knows how to hold his liquor.
I was like, man, don't drive that thing any far off the ramp because that would be fucked up.
I fucking fell off a ramp the other
It was
day.
awesome.
Bookmark that. Fucking pissed me off. Stone Cold, you in stem cells over there? I feel like you might be if you wrestled that good.
I don't know, man. But for 57, he looked pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
And the crowd was
That's
going crazy.
That's that Mexican stem cell shit that Mel Gibson talks about.
Mel Gibson. Jesus.
Did you see Gibson? Did you see Mel Gibson on Joe Rogan talk about stem cells?
Was that recent?
No, it's a little older, but like it's the most interesting shit I've ever like watched in my life.
No, I've heard about the stem cell.
I know a lot about stem cells, but him like having like personal experience with it blew my fucking
I
mind.
know a lot of like older athletes and whatnot are doing it.
Yeah. So the story is that he was talking about, and he was like, I just want to bring this to light, and I know this is the place to do it.
Yeah, you talk about DMT and aliens.
Yeah, he's like, might as well talk about stem cells, you know, because he's like behind like trying to legalize them in America. So like, there's two different types of stem cells. There's ones that they get from certain part, and there's ones that they get from like fetuses. And whenever that gets brought up, it's always like a big deal because
it's kind of a dark thing.
It is a dark thing, but like the way they're doing it at where he did it, it's not like they're killing babies for it. It's like babies that are not going to make it and they're getting aborted anyway. So they're like, well, why don't we try to save some lives with it? So like, I get it. I'm not against that, but we all know that if it's going to get profitized and they're going to do fucked up shit. And that's why they're really trying to hold it back. And that's what I don't want to get too much in that, but like Mel Gibson's dad is like apparently like 90 years old, and he was like dying, falling apart. Like his hip was broken. Like no doctor would see him. And the doctor that was like trying to treat him with like physical therapy and surgeries and all that, someone recommended, you know, this doctor down in Mexico that's doing stuff with stem cells research. And then he went and saw the guy with his dad, came back and was like, I think we should try this. And the doctor was like, nah, that shit's shaky, man. You know? So he's like, he just talked to the doctor down in Mexico, calls him up, blah, blah, blah. And after that phone call, it was like an hour phone call. The guy explained the science behind it. And the doctor that was against it was like, maybe we should give this a shot. It actually sounds pretty interesting. And now his dad like runs like 10 miles a day.
And 90?
Yeah, he's like, well, this was like a couple years ago. So he might be a fucking 100 now, 100 something years old. He's like old as shit. I mean, Mel Gibson's no young chicken.
Mel Gibson's like fucking yoked.
Yeah.
Last time I saw him.
Fucking.
I was like, what is going on, dude?
But like, so yeah, not to get too far out, but like Stone Cold Steve Austin, you're out there doing them. You're not too far from Mexico. He might be fucking doing some stem cell research down there. So if he is, more power to it. Like, if it's helping people, I'm not against it. So that's where I'm just gonna leave that. But like, I would love to see Stone Cold. I watched parts of the Undertaker's speeches and all that. That was cool. Dude, everybody was crying.
It was like my whole childhood ended that weekend.
Yeah,
because you saw Stone Cold have his last match, then you had Undertaker retire and do the Hall of Fame speech. You know,
yeah.
And then Triple H opened the second night, Sunday night. He came out, left his boots in the ring, and retired.
Oh, really?
Because he was on ESPN leading up to that, and was on Stephen A. Smith's show, and he was talking about because a few months ago he had like a major heart issue.
Oh, really?
Like, he was almost fucking dead. So something crazy happened to him, and he was out of commission for like a while, and he said, you know, there's no way he could wrestle again. He's not even going to risk it.
I wouldn't.
So like he survived whatever it was. He said what it was. I forget. I don't want to get it wrong, but
I'll look into that. I'm curious what that was. Do me a favor, move your microphone
sad.
over. Move it this way. Yeah, there you go. Just
Thanks.
get it closer to your mouth. I want to make sure you sound good. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like right on top of mine. I want to make sure you're
Thanks,
pretty good.
Tim.
Hey man, I'd rather get it now while it's early.
Yeah. So yeah, so you saw Stone Cold's last match, Taker's Hall of Fame, Triple H retire. I'm like, well,
What's left
that
now?
was pretty much the three big guys and The Rock, but he's been gone forever.
Nah, he just shows up when he's got to.
So it's like, well, like the main guys from our childhood they're gone pretty much. So
that's crazy, man. Like thinking about like watching wrestling, like,
that made me feel old as fuck. Watch that.
You know, it made me feel old as fuck. Climbing into that cage that fucking killed me. I wanted to die. I was like, this sucks.
I'm sure that was fun.
Nick came to work with me yesterday and saw what I go through, and it was like, of course, I feel like purposely my dad made it the easiest day in the world, and he was like, dude, this ain't that bad. Meanwhile, I get home every night and I was like, I want to fucking kill everybody. I want to die. And he's like, dude, this ain't that bad. This is easy. This is chill. What are you complaining about?
We did like 30 minutes of actual work.
Yeah. And then today I got my ass kicked. It was like all the shit we were supposed to do yesterday, I did today by myself pretty much. Like it was just like, I was like,
pretty fucked up.
I was like, I wish this motherfucker came today. Ah!
Yeah, I wouldn't have been against it.
I was climbing in and out of this the steel cage, like I just wanted to die. I was just like, I told Phil, I was like, you need to get your ass and go out there and grab it, because if I get out of this pool, I'm not coming back in. I was like, I'm just not. And there was one point I had to piss so bad. I was like, I gotta fucking piss. We gotta get done. We gotta get done, because if I get out, I'm not getting.
You
back
didn't
in.
have the orange porta potty.
The orange porta potty on the corner in
fucking
Nassau and
Mercedes.
Winchester.
The Mercedes fucking porta potty.
Actually, where the fuck did I? Oh, when so when I was leaving, I had to piss again, and I stopped at one, and it was actually really nice. So now I know where that one's at. I'm not telling no one where that one's at though. That orange one's been compromised.
Yeah, by
Before that, maybe since the last time I used it and someone else, like it's just trashed now because there's people working there. There was nobody working there for like a month, so no one was using it. So it was like the clean porta potty on the island, like the nice clean one. And I was like, oh, okay, no one's been using this. So I stopped there like 2-3 times a day. Fucking go to the bathroom.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, so everybody always calls me and says, yo, it's a good bathroom at. And because I know where they're all at on the island.
So you're the fucking bathroom guy.
Yeah, stay away from Osborne and the Beach. That one's fucking trash. It's bad. It's real fucking bad.
Christ.
But yeah, we used to remember we used to like watch wrestling at Jimmy's all the time. This crazy shit we would just do there with Jimmy.
Yeah, we wouldn't even
wise.
so like we weren't even watching wrestling, but I remember the one year we ordered WrestleMania and it was the year it was Vince versus Trump.
Yeah.
Stone Cold was the ref.
Yeah.
And the loser had to get their head shaved. And we all knew Vince was gonna lose.
Yeah.
I mean, Trump is already bald.
Yeah. That was all that cover up because he had cancer and he was losing his hair.
Yeah. Wow.
So
I mean,
it's an interesting idea. I mean,
Yeah.
no one in the world thought that he was going to be the president at that point in time. So we were like, okay. And here we are.
Stone Cold got to hit him with a stunner though.
That's pretty cool.
Living the dream.
Did you?
He gave a fucking giant Cheeto a fucking stunner.
Have you ever seen the show it's like a Comedy Central show, and it's comedians tell stories. Oh dude, it's some of the funniest shit I've ever
Comedy
seen.
Central.
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube. It's really fucking funny. But like Joey Diaz has a bunch of them that are fucking great.
Jesus Christ.
But like they're just random stories. Like it's not supposed to be like their bits, like their comedy bits. It's literally just supposed to be a story that was like an unbelievable story. I forgot what the fuck is it called. But Ari used to host it. Fucking and it was like literally like you come on and you just say like some story like, oh, I can't believe this is happening to me or something like that. I think that's what it was called. I can't believe this is happening to me. And it was just them in the Comedy Store, and they would come up and they would just tell like a 5-minute story, a 10-minute story. The one with Tom Green talking about how he knows Donald Trump is the funniest fucking story.
Tom Green.
Dude, Tom Green, he's like, and it's like the way he delivers jokes is so goddamn funny because he's like so weird. And he's like, so he comes up, he's like, "Hey everyone, I'm Tom Green. I want to tell you a story about how I am I know the president of the United States." And he goes on to how he was on The Apprentice and all that shit, and how he got fired from The Apprentice for some crazy reason. It was like not even a normal reason. And he's like, and I tried so hard. He's like, and like he was like cool with me off the set. He's like, and then like the end of it was like, so let me just say that me being Tom Green, knowing the president of the United States, if you know me and you've interacted with me, probably shouldn't be the president of the United States. Like that's how he ended. Dude, this story is hysterical. Like, and he does like a, okay, Tom. Like he does like this. It's so fucking funny. The only one that's probably, I mean, the Joey Diaz ones are fucking great, but the only one that's probably funnier is the Jim Brewer one. That's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever heard in my life. Every time I watch it, I die laughing.
Jim Brewer.
I know he's gone a little crazy the past like year or so, but that story, it's a story of him growing up in Long Island, and he worked at Sears. And did you ever hear that story?
I mean, he did a bit on one of his Smoke and Brew, I think it was.
Okay.
His comedy album about his time working at Sears, and he worked in like paint department. He do some crazy voices over the PA system and shit.
And then a guy started working there, and this guy was like, you know, I take this job seriously, blah, 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 and all this shit. He's like, I'm going to get this knucklehead. I'm going to call him from pretending to be Muammar Gaddafi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That shit was the hilarious. Yes.
Fucking story.
So hilarious.
I've ever heard in my life. He's like, and he's not like one, like he's on the stage, but he's just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
And he's like, and everybody just keeps going. He's like, you want drugs? He's like, no, I just look this way, man. Like, it's just my face. He's like, so I call this dummy, and I'm like, this is Muammar Gaddafi. I sent 6 Libyan missiles to hit the mall, the Sears hardware department in the mall on Long Island, New York. Like he's making the missile noises, and he's like, and I'm looking at this guy, and he's like, okay, Mr. Gaddafi. Like, he's like, and I go away, I get some snacks, I come out, and everybody's gone. And then like him explaining all the cops and shit. Dude, that's one of the funniest stories I've ever heard in my entire life.
Fucking hilarious.
Like, dude, I fucking die. He's like, I said that. I really said that. That's like exactly what I said.
Well, it's our 3rd episode, and we just got canceled.
Fuck it. But yeah, if you ever get a chance, go on YouTube. It's all the episodes are
What's
good.
It called?
I'm pretty sure that it's called This Can't Be Happening to Me or something like that. I'll find it. I'll send you a link. It's fucking hysterical.
Jim Brewer is fucking hilarious.
He is funny. He's just like losing it.
When he came out, it wasn't too long ago, and he was, you know, everybody's got their stance on the COVID, whatever. He just went full on like
against it.
Like, dude. And he's like making a special, like comparing COVID to the Holocaust and stuff.
Yeah, that's
people that do that, you're fucking retarded.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm
sorry. I'm not even trying to get into the political thing.
Yeah.
When you compare the COVID to the Holocaust, it's not even close. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
And I know a lot of people give Rogan a bunch of shit about, because people don't watch his whole fucking podcast shows. They watch a piece of it, and then they get a perception of him. Yeah. But I mean,
he just questions everything.
Exactly. And when Drew Brewer was on there a bunch of times, but the last time he was on there, he was like very, like that was when he started going the other way.
Yeah, he went pretty far
against COVID and all that stuff. And he was like, just give me an answer, Joe. Just give me an answer. And Joe's like, well, this, blah, blah, blah.
Like,
and he's like, what fucking blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, you need to calm down. He's like, because you're saying crazy shit right now. He's like, calm down. He's like, Jamie, pull up the article. Like, he's like, come on. He's like, show me. He's showing him like some proof. Like, no, this is why we're doing this. Like, you need to calm down. Like, a lot of people don't see that side. Like, a lot of people that hate Joe don't see that part of him. They just look at the little clips of the other shit that he's done.
That side doesn't get the clicks.
Yeah. And I was so fucking mad the one time that when all that shit was happening to him like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
There was like a guy, someone was posting on. There was a thing, and it was a list. It was like Republican people that he's had on there and Democrat people that had on there, and it, like the Republican list was like 100 people, and the Democrat list was like 20 people. But I was looking at the names on there. I mean, they had like Tim Duncan on there. I was like, that guy's just a fucking comedian. Just because he's a Republican, you put him on there. I was like,
Tim Duncan?
Yeah.
The fucking basketball player?
No, there's another
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan. Yeah, he's he's always with like Alex Jones now all the time. And
Tim
shit.
Duncan, the basketball player.
I'm pretty sure his name's Tim Duncan. It's something Duncan. I'm pretty sure it's Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan's got braids and he smokes weed all the time.
Yeah, no, not Tim Duncan.
Fucking weird.
A white Tim Duncan. And I'm like, well, he's just a comedian. He's nobody like political.
Yeah.
So I start looking at the names, and there was like a couple different like people. Like Jim Brewer's name was on there. I'm like, well, then why isn't Joey Diaz's name on the left side? Why isn't like Bert Kreischer's name on the left side? Why isn't like, that doesn't make any sense? They were literally purposely like really the media really blew it out of proportion. Like he's had way more left side on there than right side.
What a fucking shock. The media.
Yeah. So let's get past that. And I don't want to get stuck on that topic.
Fuck all that.
Joe Rogan, you the man. I love you.
Yeah,
Joey Diaz, I really love you. And I heard you are living in Jersey again. I would love to eat a sandwich with you.
Jesus Christ. Joey Diaz is funny.
He's fucking hilarious. Someone sent me a video to him the other day. He's like, you don't need a lot of friends. You don't need a lot of friends. He's like, you need three close motherfuckers. You give me two, three close motherfuckers, I'll take over this world. Like it's fucking funny as shit.
For the most part, I mean that's kind of how it happens.
All you need everyone
three
guys,
three
reliable, fucking trustworthy people. He's like, and I'll fucking dominate this. I'll take over a country. I was like, holy shit, it's fucking funny.
Everyone has like their group of fucking friends. They're like, yeah, I got so many friends.
Not me.
And then when you graduate high school and life happens,
yeah, I think
you lose touch with people, and then there's.
I feel like the people I've lost touch, like me and you, we've gone
2 or 3 friends that you stay in contact with.
Me and you, like we keep talking. We go stints where we don't talk, but like then we'll be like picked right up.
Yeah, well, there was a period of time I'd see you like every day.
Yeah, so we had to make up for lost time before we had the lost time when we were at the bar every single night drinking.
You like lived at that bar.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of that, did Coconut Grove, did that shut down? I saw something on like the Facebook page, like people were talking about it fucking closed.
I feel like that bar closes every other year and opens back up.
I've never been there, but all I hear is it's such a shithole.
I remember when they reopened. I was still living in West Deptford, not far from it. They reopened and they like fixed it up a little bit. And I went there a couple times. It was just a nice little dive bar. It's nothing crazy. Wow. It's like half the size of Captain's. It's small. How
is that possible?
I mean, there's like a big outside thing, like deck. Right on the water, so that's kind of cool. But every time I went there, I never went on the deck. It was always like inside because there was like my friend's band used to play there a lot, which I don't even know how they fit in there. Honestly, it was so small. I was like, this place is fucking tiny. Like, picture Captain's without like that pool area and like a quarter of the size bar, and like literally just beating the eating area.
Fucking living room.
It was like literally the living area, the eating area, the living area. It was literally like that eating area, and then like just that front part of the bar, that's like a U-shaped part of that bar, and that was it. Yeah, that was the whole fucking bar. I was like, how the fuck are we even in here right now?
That's pretty. I don't know. I just saw that. I don't know.
I would. You ever go to Village Pub?
Yes.
You should go with us. We go there a lot. We because it's like never busy, and the food's pretty good.
I thought that place was always busy. I thought that was like the thing. It's not like a place to go on like the weekends and stuff.
Maybe on the weekends, but we go once a week, and we go there because Seven Stars Diner's packed and shit, and we're like, well, let's check out Village Pub. They're usually pretty good, and we walk right in and sit down every single time. Never have a problem.
I'll third wheel my way into that too.
Yeah, it's all right. Ray sits there. You'll be like a fourth wheel, but Ray,
oh, there you go.
You'll even it out.
It'll be like it's like a 3.5 wheel.
Yeah,
3.25 wheel.
He just sits there and watches his iPad or whatever the fuck that thing is called. I would never spend $800 on an iPad for a child. That's crazy. Shit. I bought him his little tablet. That thing was like $50. It was a special. It was on special for Christmas. I was like, I got a deal. I this year, like because of Black Friday, I bought like 3 tablets for like $100. It was like the craziest deal I've ever gotten in my
I
life.
feel like it's probably because they probably look at it like tablets are going to be cheap now because it's like everyone has them.
It's like TVs, man. Remember when flat screen TVs were like $3,000 for like a 32-inch
like,
TV?
I need an LED TV. I need an HD TV, and it's so fucking
and now
expensive.
they're like $100.
Yeah, it's
like my TV that was in my mom's house, which is in Ray's bedroom now, was, correct me if I'm wrong, my Aunt Monica and Uncle Steve bought it for me for Christmas. They were like, oh, we're going to Kohl's for Black Friday. They got these TVs real cheap. I was like, oh, can you get more than one? She was like, well, we can get one each. Do you want one? I was like, yeah, let me know how much it is. He's like, I think it's like $80. It was like $65. And they ended up just giving it to me. Like, oh, here's a Christmas present. Here, take it. It was like $65. It still works. It's in my son's room now. That was well over 10 years ago. That was 7. I mean, that had to have been 12 years ago at least.
Yeah. Well, it's like everything. Things have gotten better, but they're like worse quality.
Yeah.
Like if you tap something, it's just fucking done.
It's
the fuck was that noise?
That's a penis pie.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So we say crazy shit at work. And like sometimes we'll just be talking normal and I'll just be like penis pie in your eye. And they'll be like, what the fuck?
My brother's sending me shit during the podcast.
Oh, tell your brother that we can't deal with that right now. So we got shit to do.
Oh boy, he sent me something that's probably gonna make me cry.
Oh God. Should I pause this?
Nah, you're good.
I'll keep talking. If you're gonna cry, I'm gonna put this on Facebook Live.
Yeah, I just told him I'm not trying to cry right now. I'll read this as I'll look at that in a little bit. Because tomorrow is my dad's birthday. So
that's
he sent me a picture. It's a video of my godfather. He's probably singing their songs, playing and singing their songs. So I'm probably gonna cry a little later.
All right. Just drink it away. Tuck that in. Tuck it in. Drink it away. Your dad was cool.
Last few years have been totally fucked. Totally fucked. Dad. Women. I mean, yours has gotten good there. You got married and whatnot. I got what the fuck happened is what I got.
Yeah. The cards you've been dealt the past couple of years, man. I felt like I was like that a few years back.
It's not been good.
Before I met Amber. But it got better. But then it was weird. It was like the end of my time as a professional musician when that was coming to an end. And it was more of a pause because I did get back into it for a while. And I still do stuff, but like nowhere near that. But I was like really in a weird headspace.
Yeah.
Like, so I felt like a lot of shit was just going wrong. I was just like, and then I ended up meeting her, and then I got back into it a little bit and all that. But like, I definitely felt. I mean, obviously, I didn't feel like that because that's some serious shit. But for more. When's the last time I talked? Oh, I guess I talked to you the other day. Did I tell you anything about like what happened to my family?
Kinda.
Yeah, like I don't have a family anymore.
yeah, you did.
Yeah. We won't get too into that, but like basically blacklisted my mom's side of the family the other day. So that's pretty much done. And now, it's unfortunate, but like had to happen. It is what it is, but we'll go past that. But to like lose it, I can only imagine like that. It was awful.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Just, I mean, dad thing that really started it all.
But I don't want to talk too much about him, but Johnny Dive's dad passed out of nowhere too one day. Like,
it's fucking crazy.
And I hope he's doing all right. Same with you. I can't imagine how you guys feel.
It's fucking crazy. I remember my mom came home, and you could just tell as soon as she opened the door, she was like, "Hey, I gotta talk to you."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then she told me what happened, and I was just like, "What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
not real. That didn't happen."
It
And
definitely wouldn't
then,
feel right. I couldn't imagine not even
and then
feeling
it's
right.
like, a few months later, who you thought was like your biggest support system that you had there, they pretty much, I don't know, they just pretty much bail on you and leave you
No. Well, I guess
with no explanations whatsoever, really. And
it was
I
probably
feel like if you
better to lose
just,
them then and get through a
yeah, I
bunch
feel like you
more.
just keep,
And
it's definitely gets dark, and it's fucking pretty damn hard when things like that happen. You feel like you'll just keep losing and losing and losing. Like you lose a dad, you lose a fiance, you lose everything. Just like goodbye,
no.
and then you don't know what happened, how it happened. It happened so quick. It's fucking nuts.
And then I slither in and go, you want to do a podcast? You want to come to work with me?
No, I mean, every time you fall down, there's got to be a comeback.
Yeah.
So I am pretty much on the comeback.
What did I?
It's been like a year or two now, and
I misunderstood a
kind of
saying
feel a little better.
my whole life until recently. Like, it's all downhill from here.
I've heard that saying a lot.
Yeah. What do you think it means? Because apparently I've been thinking of it wrong the whole way, the whole time, my whole entire life. I thought that saying made something totally different.
I don't know. Isn't it like you peak? Once you peak, you're just downhill from there.
So that's kind of how I felt like it was,
What
right?
the fuck else would it mean?
Like, so it's not that the whole point of it apparently is that you struggled and you got to the mountaintop. Now you're going down. Now it's easy street. Everything's going to make sense now, and it's going to be easy to go down that hill. It's all downhill from here. That's the whole point of that fucking gay song and everything.
Because when you go downhill, you're kind of out of control.
Yeah, no, apparently that's what I thought. I thought like it wasn't good. I thought it wasn't a good thing. Apparently it's a good thing to be going downhill. So I don't know. She was like, you never like rode a bike up a hill and then down it was nice and awesome.
I mean, that makes sense.
I'm like, okay. She's like, and when you walk up a hill, it's a struggle. You're climbing, blah, blah, and then you get to the top and you're like, all right, now I'm going down. It's all, you're like, that's what that means. That means that doesn't mean the stupid shit you thought it meant. I was like, oh,
that's fucking crazy.
I was like, I had no idea. She's like, yeah. I was like, well, there's only one way to go from here up. I was like, so what the fuck's that mean? She's like, yeah, because you're so far down. It's like, there's nowhere farther down you can go. So you have to go up. Yeah. And you got to make that climb back up to the mountain, and then it's all easy street. I'm like, okay, I see what you're saying. I see where you're at. But my whole entire life, I thought that was something different.
I feel like this calls for a montage.
Hear crazy music. Sorry.
No, I definitely feel like it's on the comeback now. Like I'm starting to get back into the groove and feeling okay again. Like I've kind of, in a way, come to terms to how things have happened.
Yeah.
And I mean, there was really, I guess, nothing I could do. I mean, the world was, when all this stuff was happening, the world was shutting down and all that.
And that made it 10,000 times
worse. And it was so hard. And then it was just like, well, I'm stuck here. I can't go anywhere or do anything really. And I got all this shit going on in my personal life. And it's happened to millions of people.
No.
But it's like, I've come to terms with how things are. And it's like, I still love her. I'll always have love for her.
No.
But
she was
just
in a different place.
I just don't know what the fuck happened. And I probably won't ever. And it's whatever. I wish them well. Wish her and her daughter well, and whatever happens.
And that's all you can do, man. That's the unfortunate side, is that's all you can do, and just hope that maybe one day you get a little closure. But if you don't, you just learn to say, well, fuck it, it's over now. You know what I mean?
I don't think
it took me a long time to get to that point.
Probably not going to be any closure like you would think. It would probably be like I'd have to make my own closure, which I've kind of already done.
Kind of done
in a way.
That's good.
I mean, you're still always going to have your days where you're like, up at night and you're thinking about stuff, and then you're like, but that's just all part of it. When you just start, your brain starts fucking going, you start thinking about shit.
Yeah.
And then Facebook memories never helps.
That never helps. So like,
it's like, God damn it.
My stupid fucking 3-year bullshit that I went through after high school with fucking some clown. I don't want to say names.
Yeah, that was an interesting time.
And I've never really talked about this openly.
It was the only time. I mean, what I just said, I never put anywhere. Really,
It's sometimes
I kind of keep everything to myself.
I started talking about it openly with people, certain people, being more open with the subject, but like,
I'm not going to mention names or anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to say
they
names.
Know who they are, obviously.
Yeah, and people who know me will know the situation I'm talking about to talk about. I got into a relationship with a woman. There was a child involved, and we didn't want that child to feel a certain way, and we, I guess, lied. I guess is the only fucking word about her being my child for years, and then had to. And then I got to a point where she kind of pretty much like we broke up, and she kind of like took her away from me, even though she said she wouldn't. And then a couple of years later, reconnected with her, but it wasn't there anymore for me. And I was like, well, I think she needs to know the truth, and she needs this and this and that. And that was like a big thing. And I was starting a new life with somebody else, and I couldn't have that clouding it, and I was like, this isn't fair to anyone at this point. She needs to know the truth, is that, and then we can move on from there, wherever it is. The sad part of that story is she knows all the truth and all that now. She doesn't know the truth of who her real dad is, as far as I know, last I checked. I have totally blacklisted myself out of that situation. Totally. I can't be involved with it because of the people involved with it. I just don't trust them. And I'll tell you more why, because of reasons I don't want to talk about on here. But so that's like the whole backstory to it. But like, my blacklisted family have continued to have a relationship with her, and I think that's going to damage that kid more. And I think that's really what started my rift between me and my family, was that.
That's just so.
And I think it's wrong what they're doing, and I feel like they kind of chose her over me, is how I feel. Because I said, I was like, I can't. I'm not. If she's going to be at these parties, I can't be coming. Like, I got to separate myself for now.
That's just so awkward.
It's very awkward.
Like, I don't know how.
And like, I want no association with those people anymore. I'm moving on to bigger and better things in my life, and that's just a drag down, Now, go back in time, and let's say that really was my child. I would stop at nothing to be with her.
Oh, yeah.
I want people to understand that I didn't just give up on a child. I gave the person gave that shit up on me, and then I was supposed to come back and pick up pieces later. And I was like, well, that's not my responsibility. Yeah, that's your responsibility to tell her the truth. And I kind of just left it at that. And then eventually I just walked away. I said, I just can't do this no more. I can't. And now that I have my own son, it's a total different feeling. It definitely was a total different feeling.
Interesting. It can be an it can be challenging when you're with somebody who has kids.
Yeah,
with
and which
else.
I'm all about that.
And
totally, I think you should treat them, and I treated her. I treated her like my own.
Yeah, that's what I was in.
And
I loved her daughter.
Yeah, like, and sometimes I think of like some memories that were really nice, and it hurts, but I still think it's better off.
Definitely hurts.
It's like, because she, obviously the mom was not in the relationship as far as I was, and I fucking changed my whole life for that. And
yours was insane.
So for me I had to walk away from that. And I walked away from that, and I obviously got something much better. I mean, I'm sitting in my own. I mean, I was in debt. I was fucking living at her parents, this and that, blah, blah, blah.
Now you got your own house.
Got my own house. I got new cars. I got fucking, I got a studio. I'm doing podcasts with my best bud. I'm the comeback kid. Now, took me a fucking while to get here.
Well, I'm doing it now, I guess.
And and I had fun too. Don't get me wrong. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed my 20s. I was on fucking tour, traveling the fucking world. I had a great fucking time. I can tell you some stories, but I won't on this podcast. Me and Troy have told a few, and we have to edit it out.
Wow.
So we've had great times. I've had great times.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy shit we're gonna end this podcast on. We started off very fun and we ended it very depressing.
Yeah, that really took a swing. That really took a whole turn.
This took a really different turn. I was not expecting this.
That escalated fast.
You know what though? That's okay though.
Yeah,
because it's nice. It maybe
it's
putting it out there. Who knows? Maybe someone will listen to this and be like, you know what, man, I know what they're feeling like right now. And feel free to contact us.
Yeah, it's all part of life.
Hit us up on Instagram. Hit us up on the email and all that. I mean, it's somewhere. I don't know where it's at. We'll find it. I'm still trying to find the password for the fucking thing. I can't find the password for it to save my life, and it won't. It's like locked me out.
Jesus.
So I'll get it. It's just pissing me the fuck off because I know it's written on a piece of paper somewhere in this area.
Wow.
So it's really bothering me. So yeah, we're gonna on that note, we're gonna end this episode on
if you see that out there, just know it, didn't mean any harm or anything.
Yeah, and we have no and I hold no
have any ill will.
Yeah, I have no animosity towards my previous situations. I hope everybody knows that. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope everybody's doing good. Everybody that feels I've wronged them, I'm sorry, and I hope you're all doing fucking good. And but with that being said, man, we love you.
I love you, and hope everything's going good. And
I hope keep on keeping on. And that will conclude this broadcast day. And then so yeah, good night.
This concludes our broadcast day.
Episode 3. This is episode 3. So episode 3 in the bag.
Yeah.
Have a good time. Look us up on social media. We're really, really pushing Instagram and YouTube. I think we're going to go full YouTube for a while, and then we're going to look into some other stuff. If people got ideas, let us know.
So the Instagram is That Stupid Podcast.
Yeah, everything should be That Stupid Podcast rebranded right now. And the only thing that might not be is the Podbean, which nothing's even been uploaded on there yet. So I'm not even worried about that. I've been focusing on the videos lately because I think we want to go video. I think video is going to be our primary target. So check out the videos. We're going to make some fun teaser ones of stuff that maybe didn't make the cut for the main podcast. And then we're going to start doing some live videos on Instagram. So let's talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Am I looking at the camera? Oh, I got to look at the camera.
Good. Yeah, camera's over here now.
Camera's over here. Stone Cold.
Did the switcheroo.
Yeah, we drank a beer and we start talking about feelings and shit. So I'm not really sure if we should drink any more of this, but we will.
I absolutely will.
We love it. It's badass.
What the hell is gonna happen when we do edibles and then this?
I don't know, but come next Thursday, it's gonna be a thing. So,
all right,
rock and roll. That's pretty good. I almost want to do this part right here. Like, you ever watch the end of the news where they pretend they're talking?
Yeah.
And there's the shit just happens. Yeah, we should do that right here. So, yeah. Oh yeah, you're a dirty whore. Go
fuck yourself. It says right here you're a dirty skank.
So I can cut it right here. I'll cut it right here. This will be the end, and then
all right.
So we'll start a new podcast pretty much right now.
Shit.
I love red, but red shows up so fucking horrible in pictures and videos and shit. Blue's kind of cool. We'll go blue. Look how badass red looks, though.
That's pretty cool.
But look what it does to our faces, though. Now watch blue. Blue looks way better on our faces.
Yeah.
But green looks great with the curtain. Makes the curtain look black.